just keeping, I guess,
turn left onto Old Poston Road. Then turn left onto
you aware of what's going on, update with me, so forth. Just got out of the Clayton County Court because I went to pick up a check that I sent for a parenting class that I could do online. So I went to go pick it up, and being in that space was like kind of surreal, and it was like, oh, we're about to go through with this. We're about to go through with this, and I'm just, I'm feeling maybe accomplished, and just like this is like a shock factor, not like, oh, I'm making a mistake, because that thought never came in my mind, but it's just like I'm actually doing this for the I guess betterment of myself, and just the quality of life that I want for my daughter and I. I took the online parenting class, and it was actually surreal as well. Just an eye-opener for the effects of divorce that has on the child, because when you go through a divorce, you have to think what's best for the child. And they're saying basically, two parents is better than having to split the child, and having to split the child for the rest of their 18 years of life. And so it's just, I'm a product of a divorced home. My parents got divorced when I was 4. And so I don't remember my feelings from like then until, now. I think now as an adult, I got like the butt of trying to split my time between two families, because I guess when I was like 18 or, under 18, they had a document to kind of show who was with who, but I don't remember like a bad experience in my childhood. I don't remember that. And it said that the children of divorced families, they they just have like all these behavioral issues, and all of these just different issues. And I'm so glad that even looking back, like I don't believe I had a behavioral issue. I don't believe, and I was just covered and who God covers. I'm so thankful that my mom, she was just such a prayer, and she prayed over her offspring, and just kind of like kept the blood over us so that we won't be a statistic. And I'm here to say now, I don't know what making it is, but I believe that it's by the grace of God that we are not a statistic. But I'm not saying that statistics are not a reality, because there are plenty of products of divorced families who just go and it's a different effect on different people and different children. And I just don't want Dallas to witness any toxic relationship. Now, from my point of view of how it all went down, it was not a godly environment, and I want her to grow up in that environment. it's so many factors that I just can't even begin to explain. It's so many factors, and it was also a split home. It was just hard to kind of balance and raise both of them under a house with the same type of guidelines, and not have him come over and it be one set of rules and she's on a different set of rules. And I do hope that there's nothing that hinders her in her growth during this process. I do want her to fear God. I do pray over her constantly. God knows, and God has promised and chosen her. And I'm not even sure, because my mom always said growing up with me, you know, God, the Lord said that you were going to be my helper. The Lord said that you was going to be my helper. Lord, this is what God said about me. And I'm like, why, God, the promise on my life? And maybe it's because I needed to birth her. And so now it's kind of like, and so now it's just kind of like, you know, she's here. And so I do have to fulfill the promise to God that I made in concerning parenting and rearing her. That's a huge responsibility, just like marriage. And it's hard to balance the two when both of them were put on your plate at the same time, basically. As you know, so I do thank God for just the opportunity to be Dallas's mom, and I just, you know, pray that this divorce is just, you know, between two adults that can understand each other during this. And just like I said, the thing was just surreal. It was like a surreal moment, and I'm just, you know, finally am going to get kind of like, the physical is hard, like the day-to-day and the tiredness. The physical is hard, but there is actually a peace that I did not have when I was under the same house. There's a peace that that I have now. It's like I'm not being ridiculed. I'm not, you know, being told that I'm not good enough every day. You know, it's surreal, but I just, you know, it's a peace that I have, even though it's hard. It's hard doing, it's difficult, but it's not as difficult. It is, well, what I'm trying to say, it's worth the separation. Basically, it's so worth it. You know, at first, you know, I told to divorce him, but I did want that, what is it called, the convenience as well. So, you know, I went back time after time, you know, trying to make things work, trying to, you know, because I was like, I shouldn't have to do all of this myself. Right now, it's like, it's worth me. It's so worth it. Like, it's difficult, but that's just minute compared to the joy that I can finally live in a house and be, you know, just be and just concentrate on the things that God has given me. So 10 minutes is up. It should have been like 3 minutes, but I'm just journaling. You know, I've been writing, I've been videoing, I've been journaling and videoing through this process. You know, I have high days and I have low days, and then I've also been just reading and taking notes for sermons and all of that, just trying to get my soul in the right place again. So that's my status for today. Today is August the 1st.